Hello everyone, I'm back with a new video. Today we will discuss another topic from the cognitive process, that is intelligence. So friends, everyone knows what intelligence is. Let's see the meaning. Intelligence is the power of perceiving, learning, understanding and knowing. So what is intelligence? It is the power to perceive, as we have seen in the last class. It is the power to perceive, to learn and to understand and to know. What is intelligence? Intelligence is the power of perceiving, learning, understanding and knowing. The next definition. So definition was given by two scientists. First is Alfred Binet. Alfred Binet is the first psychologist who worked on intelligence. Let's see how he defined. He defined intelligence as the ability to judge well, understand well, and reason well. So what did he say, guys? Intelligence is the ability. It is the ability of a person to judge well, to understand well, and to reason well. Now we see next. Wechsler gave another definition for intelligence. He said that it is the global and aggregate capacity of an individual to think rationally. He said that global and aggregate capacity of an individual to think rationally, to think with a reason, act purposefully. See guys, pay attention to this. Think rationally, act purposefully, and to deal effectively with his and her environment. Got it, guys? Next, we will see the factors influencing intelligence. So, what are the factors which influence intelligence, whether it be in a bad manner or a good manner? So, first is the child influence. So, in childhood, what are the factors which influence? First is genetics. Guys, as everyone knows, those who are parents are genetically intelligent. Some of their qualities also pass on to their kids. Next is gender. In gender, the factor influences intelligence, like especially boys who are intelligent more in the computer work, for example solving mathematics, playing games, as well as the girls are also intelligent in studying all the subjects. The next factor is the environmental influence. So how does the environment affect? First is the family environment. Yes students, family environment affects the intelligence, because as the environment in the family is bad, so in order to that, intelligence get affected. The students can't pay attention in the classroom. Then next is school environment. In school environment, if our batchmates or a friend group is not nice, then it will alter the intelligence. Then next is the society's influence. How the society's influence will affect? First is poverty. So poverty, guys, when poverty comes, it means that the parents are not highly educated or are illiterate. So they mainly focus on sending their kids to work, so they can't fulfill their intelligent capacities. Then next is race and ethnicity. In race, there comes that Africans, Americans, Indians, they have the more intellectual power. So these are the factors which influence intelligence. Next we see the test of intelligence. So what is in the test of intelligence? So first we see the French psychologist Alfred Binet, as we saw his definition. He is the father of intelligence test. Yes, Alfred Binet is the father of intelligence test. So he divided the test of intelligence into three groups. So what are those three groups based on? First is based on number of individual. Number of individual. So in that first test is individual test. So what will come in that individual test? As the word tells us, one individual is tested at a time. In this test, one individual is tested at a time. And the next is group test. In group test, what happens? Group of a people are tested at a time. Group of a people are tested at a time. Then the next group is based on form of the test. How is the form of the test? So first is verbal. What is verbal, guys? Uses languages and paper or pencil. So in verbal test there is a use of paper, pencil and languages. Next is non-verbal. In non-verbal, for example, for performance test, non-verbal is making actions or solving puzzles, solving a Rubik cube. That is the example for non-verbal. Then the third one is based on scientist. What is there in based on scientist, guys? First is the Wechsler test. As we have seen his definition, Wechsler test, it divided two tests, that is WISE and WISC. What comes in WISE? WISE test is for adults, that is from age 16 to 75 years, and WISC test is for children. It comes under the age group of 5 to 16 years. Just remember, guys, that WISC C comes in it, so it is for children and the other one is for adults. Then next scientist was Stanford Binet Intelligence Scale. Stanford Binet Intelligence Scale. Then the third is Raven's Progressive Matrix. Raven's Progressive Matrix. Next is Vinland Social Maturity Scale. Vinland Social Maturity Scale. Next we see what comes in the individual tests. So as we have seen, based on the number of individuals, in that first one is individual test. So what comes in individual intelligence test? This is also divided in three parts, guys. First one is verbal method. In verbal method, the verbal method is followed by a verbal way. Then the non-verbal method is followed by diagrams and pictures. So with the help of diagrams and pictures, this test is taken. And the third one is performance test. For example, as I told you, solving a puzzle, pattern of blocks or a Rubik cube. Next is group intelligence test. It is also divided in verbal test and non-verbal test. You already know what is verbal and non-verbal. Next we see the formula for IQ, guys. Intelligent quotient. What is IQ? That is equal to mental age divided by chronological age. What is your mental age and what is your chronological age? Mental age means what is the age of your brain. What is the age of your brain? And then chronological age is what is your actual age. Then you will get the intelligent quotient. Now we see the chart in which there is interpretations of IQ level. If the IQ level is below 20, then it is a profound mental retardation. If it is 20 to 35, it is a severe mental retardation. If it is 35 to 50, it is moderate MR. If it is 50 to 70, it is mild MR. If it is 91 to 110, it is slow learner. If it is 111 to 120, it is average. And if it is 121 to 140, it is superior. 140 and above is gifted. Yes, the brain is gifted. Then nearly 35% belongs to low IQ and only 5% belongs to high. Some of the examples of Binet test, Stanford Binet test. So we see the example, guys. First is for 2 years old. Various names of body parts on the tap picture. So if we have to assess the test For 2-year-old child, we have to ask various names of the body parts on the tap picture. For 3-year-old, copy of drawing circle. We have to tell them to draw a circle. For 4-year-old, explain correctly why we have houses or books. We have to explain them. You have to tell to explain them that why we have houses or books. For 5-year-old, define words like or stove, copy, a drawing, different type of square. You have to tell them to draw different types of square. For a 9-year-old, we have to ask them whether they can rhyme or not. So that's all guys about intelligence. I hope you like my lecture. Thank you. Please subscribe to my channel if you like my lectures.